Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to the Apprentice School Athletic Center on the campus of Newport News Shipbuilding here in Newport News, Virginia. Howard McCain along with you at courtside, along with my engineer, Sekou Fry, and we look forward to this afternoon's matchup as the Lady Builders from the Apprentice School take on the shock of Washington Adventist University out of Tacoma Park, Maryland. Both teams coming in to this afternoon's game having come off of victories. If you were here with us earlier in the week, we did see the Lady Builders pull out a scrappy, hard-fought win, a 70-66 win over Methodist University out of Fayetteville, North Carolina by a score of 70-66. And what made that win so unique, ladies and gentlemen, if you weren't here with us, the Lady Builders are now down to only 5 healthy players remaining on the roster. All the other players are hurt and out for the season. That's Jordan Wilson. I think that's also again, another senior moment. I apologize. That's Latrice Washington is also out, and Taylor McCaslin is also out for the season. So right now, the Lady Builders only employing 5 total players to start this afternoon's game. We did see Aquasia Jones go down late in the second half of this past Wednesday's basketball game with a knee injury. But she was able to rehab that over the past couple of days, and she will be on the court to start this game as both teams have already been introduced, and they are now making their way to half court for the opening tip of this afternoon's basketball game. Should be a good one. And we're going to give you the starting lineups as we get ready for the opening tip. And the basketball game is underway as the Lady Builders control the tip. Brittany Jones starts the offensive possession. Here's Weddington over to Jones. Starting 5 for the Lady Builders as Aquasia Tunis misses everything. Ball comes off to the shot. Start things off for the Lady Builders. It'll be Sabree Clegg manning the middle. Aquasia Jones, Anastasia Tunis, along with Alexis Weddington and Brittany Jones, and those are the 5, the only 5 this afternoon for the Lady Builders, as the first shot by the Shock is missed, but they're able to control the rebound but turn it over. Here's Brittany Jones on the run. Splits the defense, shot up, no good. And we saw the Lady Builders plagued by that the last time they were out this past Wednesday against Methodist University. We got a lot of opportunities right at the rim, but just could not convert the easy shots as we have an injured player early in the basketball game. That's going to be Diamond Rankin, so she'll be quickly replaced by Alicia Berry. On the court along with Alicia Berry is Deona James Carter, as the first 3 is up and good for Alicia Berry, and it makes our score 3-0 now. Shock over the Lady Builders as Jones gets it to Weddington to Clay. Shot down low, no good. Rebound secured by Monica Chica. The other starters, Yamira Bennett, as the ball is worked around and stolen. Here's Weddington on the run. Weddington. Layup missed, but she's fouled. Demira Shelby is also one of the starters on the floor. So is Carter, Rankin, Shelby, Chica, and Barnabella on the floor. That's Yamira Bennett Barnabella for the visiting Shock as Weddington steps to the line to shoot 2:8:23 left in the first period. And the first of 2 misses. So our score remains 3-0 Shock over the Lady Builders here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. So happy you could join us as the Lady Builders able to convert on the second of 2 is Weddington. So that makes our score 3-1 Shock over the Lady Builders. Here's Shelby over to Rankin. Feed down low to Chica. Kick out in the corner to Barnabella, who nearly turns it over. But Tunis was able to jump into the passing lane and tap it out of bounds, so 8:08 left in the first. Builders trail 3-1 as Jones goes for the steal. Runner no good by the Shock. Weddington able to track it down in the corner. 7:54 left. Lady Builders trailed 3-1. 7:49 remaining in the first period. Lady Builders looking to build on their 7-12 mark for the season. The Shock come in at 15-8 as Jones shoots, misses. Ball tapped around and secured by the Shock. The Shock come into this afternoon's game with an overall record of 15-8, currently on an 8-game winning streak as the shot is up. I believe it was partially blocked, but it's going to stay on this end. No, it's not. Actually, it's going to go off of a Shock player out of bounds. So the Lady Builders will take possession. 7:15 remaining in the first. 3-1 our score. Both teams struggling to score with the basketball as Jones loses the pass out of bounds, and that's going to be a turnover for the Lady Builders. Again, Shock coming in on a current 8-game winning streak. 2 of those wins via forfeit. Nevertheless, they go down in the column as wins as the Shock lose the basketball in the lane, but able to get back the loose ball. Shock shot at the rim, but we have a foul call. That foul call will go on Sabree Clegg. That'll be her first personal foul. And the team's first. 6:46 left in the game. Not a lot of scoring so far in the first as the Shock lead by 2. 3-1 over the Lady Builders. As Demira Shelby converts on her first of 2. That is her first point of the game. 4-1 is our score. And the second also goes down. 5-1 our score. Lady Builders. Some of the people here in the gymnasium are calling them the Fab Five as we get a foul call here. That foul call will be on Alicia Berry of the Shock, and that'll be her first personal foul. That'll be the team's second. 6:41 left in the first period as Tunis inbounds to Weddington. They're calling them the Fab Five because that's all we have. We only have 5 players. And earlier this week when they played, they actually played pretty fabulous, considering the fact that they had to finish the basketball game with only 4 players as Weddington missed, as Weddington turns the ball over as she attempted to split the defense. So the Shock go back on the offensive. Shot clock at 18. As the Shock get off a 3. Misses. Rebound taken and put back by Barnabella. So those are the first points for Barnabella. 7-1 is our score. Lady Builders struggling to score the basketball as Brittany Jones' shot hits the rim, goes up and in. And that's the first made field goal of this afternoon's basketball game for the Lady Builders. 7-3 is our score. 5:39 left in the first as the Shock feed down low, and we have a 3-second lane violation on the Shock, and that's going to be a turnover. So the Shock make substitutions as Christine Mabry makes her way into the basketball game, along with China Smith, and also Amber Mormon, who actually led the Shock in scoring in their last win over Virginia University of Lynchburg, as Sabree Clegg gets her first points of the basketball game, and that narrows the lead by the Shock to 2, 7-5. Shock over the Lady Builders, 5:07 left in the first. Here's the Shock. Feed into the lane. Shot misses. Tunis gets the rebound. Here's Weddington. Shock playing looks like a 2-3 zone on defense, and the 2-3 zone, that's usually an attempt to try to cut down on any of your dribble driving lanes, and it forces the offense to have to shoot over the top of the defense as the shot clock is at 9. Jones shot short. Shock with the basketball. Shock shot up and good is Demaya Selby, and those are her that is her 4th point of the basketball game, but we get a timeout. our first timeout of this afternoon's ball game. So, as you can see right there, the score currently is 9-5 shot over the Lady Builders, and both teams off to a very, very slow start in this afternoon's basketball game. As we mentioned earlier, both teams coming into this afternoon's games coming off of wins, as the Shock were 63-51 winners over Virginia University of Lynchburg. And also here on Wednesday, we saw our Lady Builders pull out a scrappy, hard-fought 70-66 win over Methodist University out of Fayetteville, North Carolina. So both teams coming into today's game seem a little sluggish on offense. Not a lot of scoring, only 14 total points so far in the first. 4:23 left in the first period here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. Howard McCain and Sekou Fry bringing you this afternoon's action as Weddington attempts to attack the shot zone defense as Sabri Clegg misses. Rebound comes off to Amber Mormon. Here are the Shock. Shina Smith feeds to Mormon, but her pass is intercepted by Clegg. Here's Weddington. 3:49 left. Builders trail 9-5 here in the first. Not a lot of scoring again so far by either team in the first. Builders trying to shoot over the top of this zone defense by the Shock have not been very successful, as we have another missed shot by the Lady Builders. And if you're Coach Nicole Jackson, you really like to see the ladies take a couple of dribbles towards the basket, get a much higher percentage shot. That hasn't happened so far, as the pass is almost picked off, again by Weddington. Shot control, 3:10 left in the first. Shock lead 9-5, shot clock at 6. Feed deep in the corner, 3 is good. Christine Mabry records her first points of the basketball game, a long 3, deep in the corner. Here's Jones. Jones playing hobbled, turns it over. Quasia Jones gutting it out with a knee injury that was sustained in Wednesday night's game, late in the game, as we have a 3-second violation. That is the second 3-second violation committed in the lane by the Shock, and that's going to be another turnover as Amber Mormon makes her way out of the basketball game. Monica Chica, along with Yamira Bennett Barnabella, they make their ways back into the game. 2:34 left here in the first. Lady Builders currently trail by 7, 12-5. The Shock out of Washington Adventist University in Tacoma, Maryland. Long 3-point shot, no good. And the Carum takes the basketball out of bounds, as your officials for this afternoon's game are Tiffany Drayton, Cindy Lavertu, and Edward Matthews round out the officiating crew. 2:08 left in the first. Shock. Throw it out of bounds. So that will be a turnover for the Shock. Lady Builders only trail by 7. And quite honestly, they could be trailing by a lot more. The Shock have not been very crisp in their offensive sets in the basketball game. But the Lady Builders have to solve this zone if they want to score points, as they attempt to go inside, outside with the basketball that's poked away, so it'll remain Builder basketball as Diamond Rankin makes her way back into the basketball game. Lady Builders, only 12 seconds remaining on the shot clock, 1:42 left on the game clock as the feed goes into Jones, and she's fouled. And that's what you want to see out of the ladies, as that foul call will be on Monica Chica. That'll be her first personal foul, the team's third, so there will be no shots. And if you're Coach Jackson, that's exactly what you want to see out of your defense. You like to see the ladies try to find a lane to the basket, as Jones does just that, and she's able to get the layup to go. So that makes the score now 12-7. Shot over the Builders, 1:22 left in the first. Here's the shot. Long 3-point shot, misses. Rebound comes off to the Builders. 1:13 left in the first. Here's Jones. Here's Brittany Jones looking. Back to Weddington, 15 seconds on the shot clock. Long three-point shot, misses. That three-point shot attempt was by Aquasia Jones, and everyone knows that in basketball, a lot of your shots come off of just pushing off from your legs, but we know Aquasia is currently injured as the game clock is now down around 39 seconds left in the first. 12 seconds left on the shot clock as the feed kick over to the corner, down low by the shot, up fake, shot blocked. Lady Builders can hold for the last shot as we have an injured player. They don't stop the action as Brittany Jones is able to get the make on the fast break, as it looked like Diamond Rankin right around midcourt, if you saw her go down, looks like she may have rolled her ankle. So she's going to go and sit for the remaining 20.3 seconds of the first as the Lady Builders were able to convert on the fast break. 12-9 is our score. Shock over the Builders. Game clock down to 10. 9, Shock still looking for a shot. Feed down low, 6. Here's the Shock, but we have a foul with 3 seconds left in the first. And that foul is going to go on Sabree Clegg, and that will be her second personal foul. That one does hurt. As the feed goes down low, it's poked out. Shot misses as the clock hits 0 here in the first period of action at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. Only 21 total points by both teams in the first period as we come back here to courtside. Here with me, Howard McCain. Again, my engineer producer, Sekou Smith, is working behind the scenes to bring you all of this afternoon's action as the Lady Builders are taking on the Shock of Washington Adventist University out of Tacoma, Maryland. And again, both teams looking somewhat sluggish on offense in the first period. I don't know what that came from, but that's where we are. So our score right now is 12-9. The Shock lead the Lady Builders, as we did see Sabree Clegg pick up that second foul prior to the end of the first period. Only 3.7 seconds left on the clock, and she gets her second foul. So she has to be very, very careful, as do all the ladies have to be very, very careful with the fouls that they pick up here in the basketball game, because, folks, they have no substitutions that can be made for them in the basketball game. So the ladies have to be very, very smart as we look at some of the first quarter totals for the visiting Shock. Leading scorer for the Shock is Demira Selby. She only has 4 points, and they actually have 3 players that currently tied right now with 2 rebounds apiece for the Shock. For our Lady Builders, leading scorer is Brittany Jones with 4 points, 2 rebounds by Alexis Weddington. She leads the rebounding for the Lady Builders. Lady Builders only committed 2 turnovers, while the Shock committed 6. Both teams are off the bench, and we're ready to start this second period. The Shock will start the start the second period with possession as they try to work it inside out. Able to get the ball down low, but it's kicked back out behind the three-point arc. Feed goes back down low, and scoring is Yamira Bennett Barnabella. Last name is hyphenated, Bennett Barnabella. She's able to pick up her fourth point, as she seemed to be the low post presence at 5'11", as the shot by Weddington is up and good. 14-11, Shock over the Builders. Shock have so far led throughout, as they took a 3-0 lead over the Lady Builders in the first, and so far have not looked back on the scoreboard, as another three-point shot is knocked down by Christine Mabry, and that pushes the Shock lead to 6. 9:02 remaining in the second. 17-11 is our score. As Sabree Clegg, long shot. Again, that is not her strong suit. When it comes to scoring, she's more of a low post player. Has a nice feed down into the low post for the easy layup by Yamira Bennett Barnabella. And she's picked up her scoring just a little bit. 4 quick points. She now has 6. To lead all the scores for the Shock is Jones. Goes on the attack. Tunis who was very, very quiet in this past Wednesday's basketball game until she hit a huge three-point shot, and she darn near drops another one there, but she misses. Shock, lead 19-11, deep corner three. By the Shock, comes off no good. 8:10 remaining as the Shock continue to work. Skip pass by the Shock. Feed down low to Barnabella. And the Lady Builders are going to have to shore up that defense inside the lane. So don't be surprised if Coach Jackson makes an adjustment. Maybe go to a box and one where the ladies can better guard the lane as we get a traveling violation on Sabree Clegg. So that's going to be a turnover. It's kind of obvious what the Shock want to do. They want to work it down low. As a long three-point shot comes off, misses. Sabree Clegg and Tunis combine for the rebound as Jones looks to break down the Shock defense. Misses the layup. Shock are running. Here's Bennett Barnabella, who's picked up her scoring. Here's another three-point shot that misses. Bennett Barnabella with the rebound as the Shock reset their offense. 25 seconds on the shot clock, 7:06 on the game clock. 21-11 is our score. Shock attacked the rim, but there's a foul call. That foul call is on Alexis Weddington. That'll be Weddington's first personal foul, the team's first, as Selby, along with China Smith, make their way into the basketball game. 21-11 is our score. Shock over the Lady Builders. Long three-point shot. No good. Rebound fought for underneath by Tunis, but she was fouled. Demira Selby, that'll be her second personal foul to go along with her 4 points in this afternoon's game. 6:44 left. Lady Builders trail by 10. Here in the basketball game is Jones. Looks to drive the basketball off to Weddington, able to split the defense. Difficult shot. Comes off no good. Here's the shot. Smith over to Mabry. Feed down low to Barnabella with the kick for the long three that may come up. I thought that may come off short, but folks, it was good. So 24-11, 13-point bulge on the scoreboard by the Shock as Jones drives, basket, good. 24-13. Shock lead over the Lady Builders, 5:50 left in the first half. Corner three, good. China Smith hits from the corner. That's her second three-point shot from that same spot on the floor. 27-13, 14-point lead now as Weddington narrows that lead now to 12. So 27-15 is the score as the Shock turn it over in the backcourt. So it'll be Lady Builder basketball as Alasia Berry, Amber Mormon, and Anastasia Allen make their way into the basketball game for the Shock. Well, for us, we're not able to make any substitutions because 3 of our players are out for the remainder of the season with injury. That's Jordan Wilson. I believe she has an apparent shoulder injury. Taylor McCaslin, she's out as a long three-pointer is missed by Tunis. And Latrice Washington, who's already had surgery, she'll be out for the remainder of the season. As the kick in the corner again goes to Christine Mabry, but this time she misses. Basketball goes out of bounds as the Lady Builders get a timeout. And actually that is a very well-called, very strategic timeout taken by the Lady Builders as they currently trail right now by a score of 27-15, 5:01 left in the first half. And Nicole Jackson could see that her players are starting to get a tad bit winded. So like we said earlier, and like we pretty much reiterated And we'll continue to reiterate throughout the broadcast, the Lady Builders only down to 5 healthy players in this basketball game. As we already know, Jordan Wilson, Latrice Washington, and Taylor McCaslin are all out for this afternoon's game. Not really sure how long Taylor will be out of the starting lineup, but again, she's not available to Coach Jackson. So you can start to see the ladies start to get a little winded. So Coach Jackson called a strategic timeout right there to give her ladies an opportunity to rest. 5:01 left here in the first half as the Lady Builders trail by a score of 27-15. Both teams make their way from the bench, and we're about ready to start or resume action here in the second as the Shock inbound to Mormon. Here's Smith. Builders settle into a zone. Defense 2-3. 6 seconds of the shot clock. Long three-point shot from the top. Misses. Lady Builders unable to secure the rebound. So another offensive possession for the Shock as the freshman. Anastasia Allen misses. Here's Jones. Jones able to split the defense all the way to the basket. Could not convert the breakaway layup. Clegg nearly comes up with the steal, but this time Jones does. Jones with the numbers. Jones. Shot up, no good, as we get a timeout. Timeout being taken by the visiting Shock of Washington Adventist University out of Tacoma, Maryland. 27-15 is our score. 4:10 remaining in the first half as we come back here to courtside with me, Howard McCain. Thanks for being with us. Thank you so much for watching at home. But right now, the Lady Builders are struggling just a little bit. They're down by double digits. They pretty much trailed throughout the entire basketball game as the Shock were able to come in, hit an early three-point shot off of the tip. And since then, the Shock have not looked back. They've led pretty much throughout this basketball game. But the tail of the tape to this afternoon for the Lady Builders is going to be how they manage their fatigue. Now, they've been able to get a lot of breakaway opportunities, but have really failed to convert many of them. So when you expend that amount of energy and there's no payoff, boy, oh boy, that makes you so tired. So it's going to be up to the Lady Builders to be smart about how they play this basketball game. It would be great if they could get a lot of fast break opportunities, but they just don't have the personnel to be able to offer this team rest. So when they get steals, will they just allow themselves to slow the basketball down and get into their offensive set as we're now 4:09 at 4:09 remaining in the first half. Lady Builders trail by 12, 27-15. Here's Allen with the basketball. Over to Carter. Feed down low to Mormon, but Mormon misses. Rebound comes off to Tunis. And so far, Tunis is scoreless in the basketball game. Here's Jones. Able to get through the defense. Jones shot up and blocked, but she was fouled. 3:43 left in the first half as that foul will go on Amber Mormon. That'll be her first personal foul, the team's second. Aquasia Jones will step to the line to shoot two for the Lady Builders to try to cut into this 12-point lead by the Shock. And the first of two goes down as Bennett Barnabella makes her way back into the basketball game. She was responsible for all of the points in the low post for the visiting Shock. Score now 27-16. Shock over the Lady Builders. As Jones is able to convert the second of two, that narrows the Shock lead to 10. 3:40 left in the first. Shock on the offense. Here's Bennett Barnabella, who's actually changed her positioning on the floor as we get a foul. That foul is going to be called on Aquasia Jones. That will be her first personal foul to go along with her 6 points in the basketball game, as she currently leads all scorers for the Lady Builders as the Shock inbound. Feed over to Smith. Back to Carter. Here's Rajipi. Kick over to the corner. Long three. Misses. Tunis with the rebound. Here's Jones. Jones attacks the defense. Nothing doing on the shot. Had she continued to make her way to the basket, there could have been an opportunity to pick up a foul. But as it goes, it's a missed field goal opportunity. As the Shock work it down to Bennett Barnabella, who again was very effective in the low post, and she turns it over. Here's Jones. Can she convert? Spin move, and she's fouled. That foul is going to be on Deonna Jones-Carter. That'll be her first personal foul. She's yet to score in the basketball game as substitutions are set to come in for the Shock. It's Jones, who just hit 2 free throws a second ago, back at the line for 2 more. And she misses the front end of the first 2. As Christine Mabry and Monica Chica make their way back into the basketball game. Shock lead 27-17, 2:44 left in the first half, as Jones converts the second of 2. So the Lady Builders trail by 9. 2:44 left in the first half as the Shock go back on the offense as the pass is picked off. Here's Weddington. This time Weddington decides to slow the basketball down to conserve energy. Jones doesn't. She attacks, and the shot is up and good. So 27-20 now is our score. 2:19 left in the first half. Lady Builders look to conserve a little bit of energy on offense as they decided to slow the ball down on that last possession as the feed goes down low. It's kicked out. Here's Carter. Corner to Jaripi. As the shot clock is now at 4, shot is up and good. Deonna Jones-Carter records her first points of this afternoon, and that pushes the Shock lead to 29-20. 1:44 left as Jones launches the 3, misses. Bit of an ill-advised shot as the Shock turn it over, traveling by Leona Rajipi. She turns the basketball over as the Lady Builders go back on offense, trailing by 9, 1.5 minutes left in the first half. Here's Weddington. 20 seconds on the shot clock, 1:24 left on the game clock. As Jones looks over this 2-3 defense. Weddington, long 3 shot, misses. Tunis fights for the rebound but loses it to Carter. 1:10 left. Lady Builders trail by 9, make it 11. Monica Chica pours in her first points of this afternoon's basketball game as we're now under 1 minute remaining in the first half. Lady Builders trail by 11. Sabree Clegg shoots over the top of the defense. No good. 45 seconds left in the first half, and the Shock are up by 11. Feed goes down low, but it's intercepted by Weddington. Weddington runs, 34 seconds left on the game clock as the shot is up. Oh, goes down and comes out, and we have a foul. That foul call is going to be on Monica Chica. She picks up her second personal foul of the first half. 30.2 seconds left in the basketball game, in the first half, as the Shock lead right now by 11. 31-20. Weddington will step to the line to shoot 2. 5 points so far in the basketball game for Weddington. And she hits. 31-21 our score. As China Smith and Yamira Bennett Barnabella makes her way into the basketball game. Barnabella with 8 points. As the second of 2 goes down. Weddington, 7 points this afternoon. Game clock at 24. As Barnabella kicks out to Carter. 18 seconds on the game clock. As Carter works against the defense off of a screen. Kick to the corner. 3-point shot, no good, but the rebound comes off to the Shock with 9 seconds remaining. As Carter tries to feed down low, but Clegg able to poke it out of bounds with 4 seconds left on the game clock. Of course, shot clock is off. As Carter Sets the trigger. Here's Smith. Shot clock at game clock will expire with a shot not being gotten off by Rajipi, and that's how the first half will end. Shot lead the Lady Builders by a score of 31-22 as we've reached halftime here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center on the campus of Newport News Shipbuilding here in Newport News, Virginia. Again, thank you so much for joining us. We're so happy to have you as we have watched the first half come to an end as the Lady Builders currently trail the Shock of Washington Adventist University out of Tacoma, Maryland, and have pretty much trailed this basketball game throughout. Been a tough start to the basketball game for the Lady Builders as they have not been able to get on top of the Shock to take the lead at any point in the basketball game. As we saw earlier, the Shock were able to secure an early 3-0 lead in the basketball game, and up to this point, they have not looked back. Ladies looked a little bit fatigued at a couple of points in that first half, but thanks to Nicole Jackson noticing what was going on with the basketball team, she was able to take a timeout and give the ladies an opportunity to rest. But right now, both teams have made their way into the halftime locker room as we take a look at some of the halftime stats. We'll start with the visiting Shock. Right now, leading scorer Christine Mabry. She has 9 points for the Shock. Right behind her is Demira Selby. She has 7. The leading rebounder is Bennett Barnabella. She currently sits at 6. Right now, the Lady Shock have turned the ball over 12 times. They're shooting about 37% from the field, only 12 of 31 shooting. 31% from three-point line, that's not bad. They're 5 of 16. So you can kind of see what they want to do with the basketball. They want to shoot the 3. But if they can find something in the low post, that's what they're looking for, and they've been able to do that a little bit. For our Lady Builders, Anaquasia Jones leads all scorers with 9. Right behind her is Alexis Weddington with 7, and Anastasia Tunis, leading rebounder for the Lady Builders with 5. Lady Builders committed only 3 turnovers, took 30 shots, but only made 8 of them. So similar to Wednesday's game, the ladies have to convert when they get to the rim. They haven't been able to do so, and that's why they trail. So right now at the half-hour score, 31-22, Shock over the Lady Builders here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. So we'll take a break, and we'll be back with second half action after this.
Here we go.
My name is Letitia McCain. I am Director of Education of the Apprentice School. And I think the most fun part of it all is building a relationship with the students.
You know, the opportunity we can offer here at the Apprentice School is a very unique one to prospective student athletes. It's one of a kind.
My favorite part about being an apprentice is getting to work with my hands and playing football. And since I came in the yard, I've matured a lot, coming in straight out of high school, and I'm able to work better with others.
Oh man, it's a great experience. I mean, you're doing what you love, you're learning a great trade that you can use anywhere. It's just a great experience, best experience I ever had.
I loved it because it taught me time management, it taught me patience. I was one of those ones that did everything last minute, so it taught me how to go to work, get time for resting, get time for homework and school, and stay on top of things. My favorite thing about being an apprentice has to be the numerous opportunities that you get. As long as you show initiative, determination, and you dedicate yourself, there's no door that can't be opened.
It's not your traditional four-year college scholarship type athlete. Just hearing about the women actually getting out and working every day told me a lot about their character to even sign up and be committed to a program like this. So the challenge, I think, just knowing that these women can do both, it was inspiring.
Wrestling is one of those sports where it takes serious dedication to be really good at. And just like every other apprentice, they're going to school and they're going to work all day. They're working on nuclear aircraft carriers and submarines and being a full-time athlete.
I didn't know what to think. I was blindsided. Got to grow up a little fast, but I made it work. Been here 10 years now. And yeah, tuition free, simple. It's as simple as that.
most recent grads that are graduating high school, their first year at college or typical university, they're sleeping in sometimes in the mornings. Our guys and young ladies are out beating on steel at 5:30 in the morning sometimes.
It's completely different. You really see how responsible you have to be to get up every morning and get to work, and how much people really rely on you.
This is not for somebody that's soft. It's something that it's very rewarding when you get through it. It's a long day. You're up at 5 or so. You may go to school all day. You may work all day, practice afterwards, get home, clean up, eat, do your homework, and get to bed and get ready to do it again the next day. So it's a sacrifice and it's a commitment.
I'd say my proudest moment really is just being able to have this opportunity and do it all. I mean, I got the schooling paid for and made it through that, and being able to do something that I'm really interested in.
But playing baseball is awesome through the apprentice school, because it definitely just opens more doors to move up in the company. You can't have much more fun playing baseball.
Probably is the best decision that you could make coming out of high school. You're going to be able to pay your own bills, start your own career, and also at the same time, you could get your education for free. So it's really a no-brainer.
I was recruited right out of high school. Had a defensive coordinator come to my school and say, hey man, you're not going to have any student debt when you finish up. You're going to get to play football and work with your hands every day. I said, sign me up right then and there. Greatest experience of my life thus far.
You got to have some guts. You got to be hard-nosed to be able to survive this place, this culture, this atmosphere. So what we do is we come in, we tell our guys there are no excuses. We want guys that are smart, that are going to be able to come in here and get the classwork done. That's first and foremost. But secondly, we want hard-nosed guys that really love the game of football, guys that, you know, they can't wait to get over to football practice and they love to compete. We play a fast, high-paced, exciting brand of football, so that's something they can look forward to every day. With the way we're trending and the way our program is recruiting, I can tell you that we're going to be moving into some spaces that apprentice football has never been before, and I'm excited about it.
It's a great opportunity to be able to come to the apprentice school, not only play the sport, but also be able to have a career out of it as well, too.
I believe the proudest moment I've had is to see all of our players, walk that stage. I challenge each one of them to become a superintendent as a minimum, and several of them are going through the ranks making supervision, so I'm real proud of that. That's probably more than any of them shooting 69 or 70 in my opinion.
It's a big deal when they come here. They're building nuclear-powered submarines and aircraft carriers for the U.S. Navy, and basketball is just the fun part. But what our apprentices do on a day-in and day-out basis is protecting our security at home, so it's something that they're going to be able to really take pride in for the rest of their lives.
We play a huge part in the safety of our country, being a contractor of the United States Navy, and it's just an opportunity that we can offer that no one else in America can, so it's really unique here and really awesome.
The opportunity of the apprentice school should be known to a lot of individuals, because it gives students an opportunity to come in and not only learn a trade, but also you get a chance to be an athlete as well. So to be able to get job skills, on-the-job training, as well as interact and be in a world-class company, I mean, what more can an individual ask for?
I'm Michael Allen. I'm the Director of Athletics here at the Apprentice School, and I am a builder.
My name is Brian Cave, and I am a builder.
My name is Nicole Jackson, and I am a builder.
My name is Ben Jones, and I am a builder.
I'm Joey Maben, and I am a builder.
My name is Zach Johnson, and I am a builder.
My name is BJ Maben, and I'm a builder.
My name is Quanisha Bruce, and I am a builder.
My name is Evan Key, and I am a builder.
My name is Mike Amrazovich, and I am a builder.
My name is John Davis, and I'm a builder.
My name is Austin Saylor, and I'm a builder.
My name is Marky Chevres, and I am a builder.
My name is Lou Picola, and I'm a builder.
I'm Brandon Joyner, and I'm a builder.
I'm a builder.
I am a builder.
I am a builder.
I am a foundry apprentice. It's going to be 2 years for me in September. The first year it was pretty tough for me. I'm from New Mexico. I'm pretty far away from home, and I was finding a hard balance between school and work and basketball, and I came right into basketball season, my start date, and I'm really proud that I made it through. The foundry is a unique trade. It's the only trade I know that you take raw materials and turn it into a product. Working with the multi-metal, I was very nervous when I started. Even being in the vicinity of pour operations and with the multi-metal, you have to have a deep respect for it, and you can never become complacent. I would say as a molder, there's a lot of details that go into the job, but in a nutshell, you just take and ram it into the process. It becomes and submarines are really demanding, and you got to be able to. Safety is our #1 priority there, and I think as far as applying yourself and engaging, if you engage and apply yourself in the trade, you'll learn a lot, and I'm still learning in my apprenticeship. The foundry, when I first got there, was very intimidating to me. I was nervous about it. I had no idea what I was going to be doing. There's a whole bunch of men in there, and there hasn't been a female that graduated from there yet, so I was nervous about it, but it was the exact opposite when I started. The guys in there are very nice. They look out for me. They don't want me to get hurt. I'll probably be the first girl to graduate in there, hopefully. So that's kind of exciting. It's definitely, we're going to make history. So the most valuable thing that I have gained throughout my apprenticeship is definitely growing as an individual, having more confidence in myself than I did when I first came here. And I realized that that's adding to the way I perform in my trade, and me maturing and growing up is helping me develop into a better person to one day try to be a great leader in this company. The apprentice school is by far the best decision I have ever made. It's definitely a stepping stone to build a great career here at Huntington Eagles.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Courtside here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center as we're just about ready to wrap up the half here of this afternoon's basketball game between the Shock of Washington Adventist University out of Tacoma, Maryland, and our own Lady Builders. And we're down to the last final seconds of the halftime break. 31-22 hours to score. Our score is the Lady Builders currently trail by 9 to the Shock. And I just had an opportunity to talk to Coach Jackson as, again, we saw several times in the first half, the Lady Builders did get opportunities right at the rim, but just weren't able to convert a few of them. So the Lady Builders may want to try to conserve energy a little bit here in the second half as we are trying to get this out of here with this win. But talk to Coach Jackson prior to the start, and I asked her, well, what adjustments will the team look to make? She said that they are going to try to slow the basketball down just a little bit and try to extend themselves on offense to try to cut down on the three-point shot opportunities here in the second half. As you know, we did see Christine Mabry hit a couple of threes deep in the corner. So can the Lady Builders get some of these shooters off of their spot and force them into more difficult shots here in the second half as we're now underway? Brittany Jones with the basketball. Lady Builders trail 31-22 to the Shock of Washington Adventist University. Here's Weddington over to Jones with 15 seconds on the shot clock. 9:43 on the game clock as the feed goes into Clegg. Clegg able to make her move and get the basket to go. 31-24. And that looks more like it for Sabree Clegg. Somewhere in around 5 feet. She's always pretty much close to money with the basketball. As you can see, the Builders force the ball to go down low. But Bennett Varnabella is able to get the carom after the missed shot, and she's able to score. We saw her pretty successfully score the basketball when she was down on the low post. The Shock lead 33-24. 9:05 left in the third. It's Jones. Works against the Shock defense with 15 seconds on the shot clock. Nearly turns it over, runs into Jones. 10 seconds on the shot clock. 9, Jones. Kick to Weddington, shot clock at 6. Weddington on the road. but she's fouled, I believe, and she is. So that foul call will go on Christine Mabry. That'll be her second personal foul to go along with her 9 points this afternoon. She was in the active shooting, was Weddington. So Weddington will step to the line to shoot two. 33-24 is our score. As Weddington misses the first of two, 8:48 left. Builders have pretty much trailed throughout this basketball game. The only person, I guess, that could come close to being in foul trouble for the Lady Builders is Sabree Clegg. She has two. Everyone else either has one or has not committed a personal foul yet. Weddington makes the second of two. 33-25 is our score. The feed goes down to Carter. 3-second lane violation. That's the third lane violation committed by the Shock. Monica China camped out in the lane a little bit too long. So the ball goes back over to the Lady Builders as Weddington slowly makes it up court. And again, Coach Jackson said that was one of the things they wanted to do, wanted to slow the tempo down just a little bit. But when they do that, they have to score in the offensive set as Weddington look to dish to Clegg. Shock out and running, miss, but the putback is good by Mabry. And for Mabry, that is her 11th point of this afternoon's basketball game, and that pushes the Shock lead back to 10. 7:57 remaining in the third as Jones gets it back to Weddington. 16 seconds on the shot clock. Plenty of time as Weddington directs the offense. Here's Jones with 9. Weddington with 8. Feed down low. Shot up. No. Oh, take that back. Shot good by Sabree Clegg. So Clegg opens up her scoring. She now has 6 points in the basketball game. Set at 2 for much of the first half, really all of the first half, as the Builders look to extend their defense on the three-point try. And they do. They want to try to get Christine Mabry out of rhythm in that corner with that three, and they were able to do so that time. But Sabree Clegg poked it out of bounds, so the Builders go back on defense. 7:14 remaining in the third. As there was a foul call. Wow. That foul call will go on Anastasia Tunis. As Amira Selby just really seemed to be out of control heading to the basket, but she's fouled and she'll shoot two as she misses the first. So the score stays Shock 35, Lady Builders 27. 7:09 left in the third. And the second of two goes down. So the Lady Builders trail by 9 in the basketball game as the Shock look to extend their defense. But the Lady Builders able to break the press. Here's Weddington to Tunis. Tunis, again, has been quiet scoring the basketball as it is poked out of bounds here, right in front of the Lady Builder bench. So it will be Builder basketball with 6:51 left in the third. 13 seconds on the shot clock as Jones looks to penetrate, kicks over to Jones. Kick out to Jones for a long three-point shot is good. 36-30 our new score. 6:36 left as the Shock lead is cut to 6. Here in the third quarter, as Carter feeds, deep corner three, no good. Rebound taken by Bennett Barnabella, but she gives to Carter, and Carter is fouled. That foul will go on Anastasia Tunis, so that'll be her second personal foul. Again, Anastasia Tunis yet to score the basketball in the game this afternoon as Carter steps in to shoot two. And the first of two goes down, and that pushes the Shock lead to 7 as Amber Mormon, along with China Smith, into the basketball game for the visiting Shock as Carter makes the second of two. 38-30 our score. Lady Builders trail by 8 in the basketball game as the four-court press is back on. Weddington able to break it, get to the rim, unable to convert. And here's Selby. Selby, with the basketball was actually kicked. I thought that basketball was kicked by Bennett Barnabella, but they called the kick on the Lady Builders. 6:05 left in the third. Here's Selby. 2-3 zone by the Lady Builders. Kick goes out to Selby. Three-point shot, rims out. But the rebound is taken and put back in by China Smith. And for China Smith, those are her first points of this afternoon. The Builders turn it over. Lady Builders able to intercept the pass, but it is kicked out of bounds by Jones as the Lady Builders currently trail now by a score of 40-30. 5:39 left in the third. Plenty of time for the Lady Builders. Here's China Smith with the basketball. 25 seconds on the shot clock. Carter looks, drives. Shot is blocked, but they call a foul. Looked like a clean block where I'm sitting, but it's going to be the third personal foul now on Sabree Clegg. So now Sabree Clegg finds herself in foul trouble. As Carter hits the first of two, and that now extends the Shock lead to double digits. Correction, to 11 now. It was just at 10, so it was already at double digits. And make it 12. Alicia Berry into the ball game for the Shock. Is every Builder fan is a tad bit shocked at that call against Sabree Clegg, as the Builders turn it over on offense. Ball is lost out of bounds as the Shock have now turned up their pressure defense in the basketball game. 12-point lead as Berry crosses the timeline. Berry in the deep corner. Here's Bennett, Garnabella. Feed down low to Armand, and she travels. Amber Mormon, she traveled with the basketball. She only has 2 points in the basketball game after she actually led off scorers for the Shock in their previous matchup against Virginia University of Lynchburg. There's Jones. Tries to penetrate. Can't find anything. Gets it to Weddington. Shot clock at 18. Game clock at 4:47 as the kick goes to Brittany Jones, who's able to break down the defense for the layup. Tough two that time by Brittany Jones, and that cuts into the Shock lead. 42-32 Shock over the Lady Builders. It's Bennett Barnabella. Kick out for three. Shot no good. Rebound Mormon. Bennett Barnabella with the basketball. Down low to Mormon. Mormon. Shot up and good as we get a timeout. Timeout being taken by the Shock, who have just extended their lead to 12 over the Lady Builders. 44-32 is our score. 4:12 left in the third as we come back here courtside. Here with me, Howard McCain. Sekou Fry is my engineer producer, and we've seen the Lady Builders come out a little flat here in the third period, as they just have not been able to quite maintain the momentum that they need in order to get themselves back into this basketball game. They were able to actually cut the Shock lead down to 7, but a couple of possessions here and there, Shock lead shot right back up to 11, and now it currently sits at 12 with the Lady Builders with possession coming out of the timeout. So what can the Lady Builders do to get themselves back into the basketball game? We'll see what Coach Jackson can call up for her squad. Again, Lady Builders being pressured by the defense of the Shock is Weddington, able to split the defense and gets the layup. 44-34 our score, 3:57 left in the third. Here's Mormon with the feed down low to Bennett Bartabellum, and she traveled. And prior to traveling with the basketball, she was called for 3 seconds in the lane. That will now be the fourth 3-second lane violation committed by the Shock, whose turnover totals continue to skyrocket in the basketball game as the ball goes off of the knee of a player, and that knee was Jones. So that'll be a turnover. 3:38 left in the third. An eternity of basketball still left to be played. So the Lady Builders are by no means out of the basketball game as Carter works it over to Bennett Barnabellum, who gets it down low to Mormon. Shot clock at 16 as Carter feeds Mormon, who misses. Weddington, rebound. 3:18 left. Weddington running. Circumventing through the defense, but unable to convert once she made it to the rim. Tunis with a mad fight for the rebound, but the Lady Builders turn it over anyway. Here's Berry. Feed down low to Mormon, whose shot is partially blocked by Clegg. Brittany Jones, breakaway. Shot up and no good. Literally went down to the cylinder and came right back out. Mormon misses. Here's Weddington. You've got to believe sooner or later with the Lady Builders constantly running with the basketball, fatigue may get to be a factor, but Jones doesn't care. 44-36, 8-point lead now by the Shock. 2:19 remaining in the third as the Builders try to make a stand on defense. Long rebound off by the Shock, but it's lost out of bounds, and that will be Builder basketball. As Selby and Allen make their way into the basketball game for the Shock. 2:07 left in the third. Lady Builders trail by 8. We've seen them get as close as 7 before the Shock was able to put together a couple of successful possessions and push the lead back up to 11 and 12 as we have a foul call. That foul call will go on the freshman, Anastasia Allen. So that'll be her first personal foul. And that'll put Sabree Clegg at the line. Clock stops at 1:55 in the third as Clegg looks to tear into this 8-point lead by the Shock. As the first of two misses.
Christine Mabry back in the game for the Shock.
Christine Mabry makes her way back into the basketball game for the Shock. She is their, I guess, unofficial 3-point specialist. Clegg misses both. Here's Selby. 1:49 left in the third as Selby gets it down low to Allen. And Allen scores her first 2 points of the basketball game, and that pushes the Shock lead back to 10. 1:36 remaining in the third. Weddington, who has 10 points in the basketball game, has the basketball with the shot clock at 16. Weddington able to get through the defense for a tough 2. 46-38, 1:20 left in the third. Lady Builders continue to scrape, scratch, and fight in this basketball game as they have not been able to come off the court much at all in the basketball game. As Allen feeds to the cutting Bennett Barnabella, but they lose it out of bounds, and it looked like it got kicked out of bounds by the Shock, but it was last touched by the Builders. As the defense extends, we're now under 1 minute in the third, 8 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Selby. Selby, kick to Carter, 2 seconds on the shot clock. Shot no good, but nobody picks up the rebound for the Lady Builders as it bounced along the baseline. Nobody went and picked up the rebound, so it just trickled next to the baseline, and a shot player just went over and picked it up and reset the offense. So 14 seconds left on the shot clock as Bennett Barnabella works. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Feed over to Selby. Selby gets inside. Shot up, no good. Allen with the putback with 1 second on the shot clock. And it doesn't get much disheartening than that on offense. I mean, on defense, when you defend for the entire shot clock and give up points with 1 second remaining. Game clock at 3. Here's Jones, launches the 3, shot no good as the third period buzzer sounds, and the Lady Builders now trail by 10, 48-38 here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center on the campus of Newport News Shipbuilding here in Newport News, Virginia. Again, want to say hello. Thank you for joining us back at courtside as we saw the Lady Builders, who actually trail by a score of 31-22 going into the halftime locker room. We've now seen the lead extended back to 10 now for the shot. But we still have an eternity of basketball left to be played in this game. There are still 10 minutes left for the Lady Builders to put together some offensive sets to score and also put together some defensive opportunities where they can keep the Shock off the board. So going down the stretch is going to come down to possessions. Can the Lady Builders get the possessions that they need to not only get themselves back into the basketball game, but get themselves back on top? And that's going to remain to be seen as we go down the stretch, as we look at some of the stats after 3 quarters of play. It's still Bennett Barnabella that still leads as all scorers right now with, actually she's not the leading scorer. Christine Mabry is leading all scorers right now with 10. Again, she's primarily gotten all her points from behind the 3-point arc, but she did not get much scoring in that third period. So the Lady Builders, what they plan to do on defense has really worked with their leading scorer. She has 11. Bennett Barnabella is right behind her with 10. Leading rebounder is Bennett Barnabella with 8. For our Lady Builders is Anaquasia Jones with 14 points. Alexis Weddington with 12. Alexis Weddington continues to lead all rebounders with 6. Lady Builders committed only 8 total turnovers in the entire game. The Shock have committed 16. Here's Bennett Barnabella, who is trying to get the ball down low, does to Selby, but she misses. Clegg with a rebound. As right now, Sabree Clegg is the only Lady Builder that is in foul trouble. She has 3 to go along with her 6 points. Everyone else either has not committed a personal foul or they have 1 or 2. So the foul situation doesn't look so bad for the Lady Builders as the long 3 is missed by Aquasia Jones. 48-38 is our score. Shot by 10. Selby nearly traveled with the basketball. Here's Bennett Barnabella. Lady Builders able to get a turnover as Monica Chica just could not control the basketball in the lane. So 48-38 is our score. 8:52 left in the basketball game as Jones kicks to Weddington. Skip pass to Brittany Jones. Bit of a wild shot right there by Brittany Jones. Did not touch the rim at all. So Selby sets up the Shock defense, Shock offense. Here's China Smith, and she scores. 50-38 is our score as the Shock, after every made basket, going to the full court press is Jones, able to get around able to get around Monica Chica, but she's fouled. That foul will be number 3 on Monica Chica. She has 4 points in the basketball game. That'll be the first team foul. Foul was not in the act of shooting, so the Lady Builders will not try to score the basketball with the clock stopped as they trail now 50-38. 8:16 left in the ball game as Sabree Clegg with a hook misses. Here come the Shock. Selby, the kick out, goes down low to Selby again, as Selby is whistled for the 3-second lane violation, and that is the 5th 3-second lane violation call against the Shock. Those actually go for naught if the Lady Builders aren't able to convert, as Sabree Clegg is fouled. That foul is going to go on Monica Chica. And for Monica Chica, that is her 4th personal foul, only the second team foul. Of course, one more foul, and Monica Chica is out of the basketball game. She will be disqualified as Sabree Clegg steps in to shoot 2. As she misses. That's 3 consecutive missed free throws right now for Sabree Clegg, as Amber Moorman makes her way back into the basketball game for the Shock. And Sabree Clegg converts her first free throw opportunity of this afternoon's basketball game. She is now 1 of 4 from the free throw line. 7:40 left in the basketball game. Selby to Bennett Barnabella. Trying to find Moorman. They play a little bit of give and go there with the basketball. Back out to Bennett Barnabella. Shot clock at 7, 6, 5. Selby with the basketball. Dribble drive to the basket. Misses everything as the shot clock goes off, and they call a shot clock violation. So consecutive turnovers for the Shock have given another opportunity to score for the Lady Builders, as Carter makes her way back into the ball game for Selby. 7:14 left. Lady Builders down by 11, 50-39. As Weddington slows the pace down. Jones. Quasia Jones over to Weddington. Shot clock at 11. Looking for Sabree Clegg. Corner to Jones. They get it to Sabree Clegg, who makes her move, unable to finish with the left hand. As the ball is thrown away in the backcourt by the Shock, Lady Builders with another opportunity to score the basketball, as Jones is able to get through the defense for an easy layup. 50-41 is the score, as we get a timeout. That timeout is going to be taken by the visiting Shock and their head coach, Jared Lyons, who's now in his 5th season with the Shock. Again, Shock coming to this afternoon's basketball game with an overall record of 15-8. Currently on an 8-game winning streak, but 2 of those wins come via forfeit. And I'm pretty sure Coach Lyons will gladly take those wins over any hard-fought win any time of the week. But right now, our score, 50. Shock, 41 Lady Builders. Again, we're into a long timeout, and for the Lady Builders, they've actually done a decent job on defense. They've actually given up 19 points here to come out of the halftime locker room to the Shock. The Shock have started to see a couple of players getting into foul trouble down the stretch. Right now, Monica Chica is pretty much the only person that's on the verge of being disqualified from the basketball game for the Shock. She has 4 fouls in the basketball game, so she's currently on the bench for the Shock. For the Lady Builders, Sabree Clegg is sitting with 3 personal fouls. We have 6:33 remaining in the basketball game, so it'll be up to Sabree to play smart down the stretch and save these last couple of fouls that she has in order for her to remain eligible for the remainder of the basketball game. As Alicia Berry crosses the timeline now for the Shock, as the feed goes into Moorman. Moorman misses. Clegg, another rebound. Lady Builders have done a great job on defense. They've given themselves opportunities, but they just have to convert, as that's a long 2 missed, but we have a foul. That foul is going to go on the Shock, and that's going to be on Yamira Bennett Barnabella. That's only her 2nd personal foul to go with 10 points, as the inbound comes off to Weddington. Shot clock at 25. Game clock at 6:02. Builders need to get that lead. Well, they actually have the lead down under 10, as we have another foul. That foul will be on. Now, they said 25. There is no 25 on the court. So I believe that's actually number 35. And that's going to be Yamira Bennett Barnabella. Now, is that her second or her third? Because I thought she was whistled for the previous foul prior to that one. We may have to check with the scores table to see about that one to make sure that's correct, as Weddington makes her way, tries to split the defense, and she's fouled again. So Alicia Berry, that'll be her second personal foul, and that'll be the 15th foul. So that now puts the Builders where they want to be in the basketball game, 5:41 left, and they're now in the double bonus. So the Builders will shoot 2 foul shots for the remainder of the basketball game, as the first of 2 is nailed by Weddington. Lady Builders yet to commit a foul here in the 4th, as substitutions make their way into the basketball game for the Shock. Lady Builders trail by 8, make it 7. As we get a timeout, Coach Nicole Jackson calls a timeout for her troops to give them an opportunity to talk some strategy, as we're now at the 5:41 mark in the basketball game. And if you're the Lady Builders, if you want a realistic shot of being in the basketball game at the end, you want to have that lead or that deficit down to around 10 points. Right now, the Lady Builders have it at 7, so they're exactly where they want to be. Also, they have themselves into the double bonus in the basketball game, which means every foul that's committed down the stretch, they will shoot 2 foul shots. If you're Coach Nicole Jackson, you make sure your team understands that when they go back on the court. So on offense, you want the ladies to be aggressive with the basketball and try to get the basketball to the rim. Either one of 2 things are going to happen. Either you're going to get an easy shot at the rim, or you're going to get fouled, or maybe even both. If you are the Builders, this is your mindset. Drive the basketball to the basket, and only good things can happen for this team. They need to score the basketball as often as possible while the clock is stopped. 5:41 remaining in the basketball game. Lady Builders trail by 7 as our team makes their way back onto the court. Let's see what happens. Here's Selby with the basketball for the visiting Shock, again, who have pretty much led this basketball game throughout. After taking a 3-0 lead in the basketball game, they have not looked back, as the shot is up and good for Carter. So that pushes the Shock lead from 7 back up to 9. 52-43 is the score. Again, Lady Builders in the double bonus as the pass goes down low to Tunis, again, who is yet to score in the basketball game. Lady Builders need every point from every member on the floor, and so far Tunis just has not been able to score the basketball as she commits the foul. So now for Anastasia Tunis, that will be her 3rd personal foul. So Selby was fouled in the act of shooting, so she will go to the line to shoot 2, as she misses the first. In the first half, the Shock did not miss a free throw, and Selby misses 2 as the rebound is fought for, and the Builders come away with it. Weddington drives to the basket, and she's fouled. And that's the aggressiveness we want to see from our ladies on offense, as Weddington comes away from that collision limping just a bit. She pulls at her knee brace a little, and she toes the line to shoot 2. 4:49 left. Builders look to score with the clock stopped, and they do exactly that. So that knocks the Shock lead down to 8, 52-44, as Bennett Barnabella checks her way back into the basketball game for the Shock. And Weddington converts the second of 2. Lady Builders within 7. Haven't gotten closer to 6 in the basketball game. Look to go on defense and try to create an opportunity for the offense as Carter doesn't find anything. Jones steps into the passing lane. Jones, uncontested layup is good. And the Lady Builders have now narrowed the Shock lead down to 5. 52-47, 4:24 left in the basketball game. Feed goes down to Mormon, but it was poked away by Weddington. 20 seconds on the shot clock, 4:19 left on the game clock. Lady Builders trail by 5. As the feed goes into Mormon, everyone fell asleep on defense. And Mormon able to knife in for the easy layup. 54-47, 7-point lead for the Shock. Here's Tunis to Jones. Jones looked for the foul, was not able to get it as Bennett Barnabella runs. Kicks it out to Berry for the long three. Nothing doing. Rebound is poked around and comes off to Christine Mabry. Christine Mabry with 11 points in the basketball game. As Weddington shot, almost goes in, and she's fouled. Alicia Berry with the foul. So Alexis Weddington will go back to the line to shoot 2 as Mabry. I'm sorry, that was Alicia Berry picked up her 3rd foul. As Weddington misses the front end of 2. You have to believe that Weddington may be a little fatigued. Let's see what happens on this 2nd of 2. And she drains it. 8-point lead now by the Shock. 3:38 left in the basketball game. Lady Builders settle into their 2-3 defense. With 3:32 left, here's Berry over to Carter. Here's Mormon. Feed goes down low to Bennett Barnabella. The defense comes. Here's Carter. Kick to Berry. Berry shoots the 3. No good. Rebound fought for and poked out of bounds. Last touch by the Shock. That's Jared Lyons. Tries to convince the official otherwise, but his argument comes to no avail. And the Builders will have the basketball down by 8, 3:06 left in the basketball game as Weddington skip pass over to to Jones. Here's Tunis, back to Weddington, long 3-point shot is good, and she is fouled. Count the basket at the foul. As that foul is going to be on Alicia Berry, and I believe that is her 4th personal foul, so she will exit the basketball game. And Demira Selby will make her way onto the court. And Weddington will step to the line to attempt to complete the 3-point play. And she does. And we have a timeout. Timeout being taken by the Lady Builders as they've now trimmed this 12-point deficit to 4. 56-52 is our score. And down the stretch, you can see the Lady Builders doing exactly what they need to do to get themselves back into the game. They are dribble penetrating to the basket, getting fouls, and on that particular instance, they actually were able to get a 3-point and a foul. So, great job by Weddington to not only hit the shot, but also make the free throw, and it has now cut an 8-point lead down to 4. The Lady Builders are right there in it, 2:56 remaining in the basketball game, so there's an eternity of basketball still left to be played. Coach Nicole Jackson called that timeout, folks, to give her team an opportunity to rest. Again, we can't make substitutions because we have no one to substitute. The Lady Builders come in with only 5 healthy players on the basketball team, period. The other 3 players are out with injury. Taylor McCaslin, Jordan Wilson, and Latrice Washington are all out probably for the rest of the season. So it's just going to come down to pure heart and pure grit for these ladies if they're going to win this and every basketball game they have left in the season. So 2:56 is left in the basketball game. Boy, oh boy, this has been a good one, and we're so glad you could join us here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. Timeout is over. Ladies making their way back into the ball game for the final. 2:56 in the ball game. Builders only have 1 timeout remaining. Here's Carter. Lady Builders settle back into their 2-3 defense. Selby with the basketball. They want to try to work it down low, and they do. Kick out to Selby, who gets to the rim and is able to score. 58-52. 2:33 left. Shot lead by 6. Here's Jones. Jones turns, spins, but she travels. Shot goes down, but of course it's going to be for naught. And that's going to be a turnover on the Lady Builders. You can't be upset with Jones for that. She was being aggressive, trying to get the ball to the basket for an easy shot or a foul, but instead traveled. 2:12 left in the basketball game. Shot clock at 15 is Carter. Goes into the defense, can't get anything. Mormon, shot clock at 7. Here's Selby. Shot clock at 6, feed to Mormon, back out to Bennett. Wild shot goes up, hits the rim. Jones with the rebound, Jones running. Jones splits the defense, shot is up and good. So Aquasia Jones with 18, make it 20 points now in the basketball game, and the Lady Builders trail by 4. 1:37 left. Builders on defense. Selby with the basketball, 16 seconds on the shot clock. Selby signals. Ball poked away. Shot clock at 10. Here's Selby. Selby travels with the basketball, and that'll be a turnover. So the Lady Builders turn up the pressure defense, able to force the shot into a mistake and secure an additional possession for the Builders. 1:20 left in the basketball game. Weddington with the ball. Lady Builders trail by 4. Shot clock at 20. Game clock, 1:12. Feed down low to Clegg. Clegg works. Shot no good. Bennett Bernabella with the rebound. Selby with the basketball. As Jones with the reach in, and we're now down to 59 seconds left in the basketball game. The Lady Builders still have 3 fouls to give before they put the shot into the double bonus. Here's Carter. Lady Builders trail by 4. Here's Carter. As we get a timeout. This timeout is taken by the visiting Shock. So for the Shock, that leaves them with 1 timeout remaining in the basketball game. 52.9 seconds remaining as both teams huddle up to discuss strategy for the remaining 52.9. Lady Builders trail right now by a score of 58-54, so it's not over. As long as that 3-point arc is painted on that floor, this game is not over for the Lady Builders, who again have had to really scrape, scratch, and grit this basketball game out with only 5 players. We've seen Weddington just really take over the scoring. She now has 21 points to lead all scorers for the Lady Builders. So the halftime strategy employed by the Coach Jackson has really helped the basketball team to get themselves into a position to make some noise down the stretch. So it's going to be up to the defense to make something happen. 52 seconds and counting as they go into the trap. Here's Selby. Shot clock at 17, game clock at 44. As Berry is fouled by Jones. So that foul on Jones will be her 3rd personal foul. Builders still with 2. Builders still with 1 more foul left to give before the Shock will get an opportunity to shoot 2. As Carter with a basketball. Here's Berry. Berry is fouled. So that foul will go on Alexis Weddington. That'll be her 2nd personal foul. 32.8 seconds remaining. The next foul puts the Shock at the line. So the Builders will probably need to foul right away to try to conserve time as the feed goes in to Christine Mabry, and she's fouled immediately. So now that will be 5 total team fouls. So Christine Mabry will toe the line to shoot 2 for the Shock as they lead by 4. 31.7 seconds remaining as she drains the first of 2. Bennett Barnabella back into the ball game, and whether Mabry makes this one or not, the Builders are still at a 2-possession deficit as she makes 2. So 60-54. Lady Builders will be looking to score as we have a foul. So that is going to be a strategic foul call by their coach, Jared Lyons, because it puts the Builders at the line and they only have an opportunity to score 2 instead of working a play to try to get behind the three-point arc. As the first of 2 is missed by Aquasia Jones. Alicia Berry makes her way back into the basketball game. 27.7 seconds left. Builders trail, still 2 possession deficit. As the second of 2 by Jones makes, Builders need to foul right away. And they do. So Brittany Jones picks up the foul. That'll be her first personal foul. She has 6 points this afternoon, and the long walk will be made from free throw line to free throw line for the Shock is Selby, who only made 1 of 2 her previous opportunity. Misses the first, and that's exactly what you want down the stretch here. If Selby makes, again, it's still only a 2. It's still a 2-possession basketball game, whether she makes it or misses it, and she makes it. As Coach Jackson calls her final timeout, Builders trail by 6. So with that timeout, that will advance the basketball up court. So instead of having to advance the basketball full court, the Builders will start their offensive set right at half court. 25.1 seconds left. Still a 2-possession basketball game, and the three-point arc is right out there. The Lady Builders, if they can get a make and get the basketball back quickly, then they can still get them an opportunity to score here down the stretch and get themselves tied in this basketball game. But what will Coach Jackson have her team do? Will they try to get a really quick 2, foul, and try to stretch this basketball game out, or will they try to run a set play for a 3-point shot opportunity? We saw Weddington drain her prior 3-point shot opportunity and get the foul. Will they try to run a series of screens to get her open to shoot a 3-point shot? Let's see what happens. 25.1 seconds left. Here's Jones. Builders don't have a lot of time to waste as Weddington shoots. Shot misses. Rebound comes off to Carter. Game clock at 15 as Tunis fouls. So Tunis picks up her 4th personal foul. 14.1 seconds left. And that'll put Christine Mabry back at the free throw line. Will she'll look to add to her 15-point total and also try to add to the Shock lead, which currently sits at 61-55, and she does just that. So that now makes it a 3-possession basketball game for the Shock, who lead by 7. Mabry, second of 2, also goes down as the deficit now is at 8. Clock is at 10, 9. Here's Jones with the basketball, drive to the basket, misses, rebound, fought for. Carter comes away with it, out to Mabry, clock will expire, and that'll do it. Our final score here, the Shock. The Shock of Washington Adventist University out of Tacoma, Maryland, 63. Our Lady Builders 55 as they fall to 7-13, and the Shock improved to 16-8 here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center as we come back to courtside for the post-game wrap-up. Again, Howard McCain here with you. Glad you could join us. Unfortunately, weren't able to quite pull this one out, but the ladies played hard, and most of all, they played together. Nice job by the ladies this evening, as Weddington will go down as the leading scorer for the Lady Builders, but they do fall by a score of 63-55. Coach Jackson tried to call all the timeouts as strategically as she possibly can to get the play into the offense and also give her team an opportunity to rest down the stretch. Again, only 5 players available to Coach Jackson this afternoon, and she tried to conserve energy and time for her squad, but we just ran out of time. But they played great and they played hard, and we'll take a look at some of the final totals. As always, we'll start with the visiting Shock. Leading all scorers for the Shock was Christine Mabry. She leads the floor with 16 points. Right behind her was Demira Selby. She poured in 11. And Bennett Barnabella, she had 10 of her own. She actually finishes the basketball game for the Shock with 11 total rebounds. Shock not too careful with the basketball. They didn't protect the basketball well, but it didn't matter because at the end of the day, they did get the win. They committed 22 turnovers in the basketball game, shot 39% from the floor, shot 21% from behind the three-point line, but at the free throw line, folks, they shot 75%. They were 12 of 16, and that's how they were able to score 63 total points. For our home Lady Builders, Aquasia Jones and Alexis Weddington finished today's basketball game with 21 points apiece, and it was Alexis Weddington who picked up 7 rebounds that led all rebounding totals for the Lady Builders. Lady Builders did a great job protecting the basketball, only 9 total turnovers in the ball game. They actually attempted 56 shots, only made 19 for 34% from the field, shot 2 of 12 from the three-point line and 65% from behind the arc. And that is how the scoring total is going to end for the Lady Builders. But there is another day, there is another basketball game, and the Lady Builders will be back and ready to play for Coach Nicole Jackson. So, for Howard McCain and for Sekou Fry, my engineer-producer, we're going to say good evening, and we will see you next time here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. Always remember, this is Builders Basketball.